multiples, yeah, I know what you mean. You know, but then you can get away with a tuner. There's a lot of I don't know how to put it in words, math there involved. I mean, there's some things that work better than half waves, and when you try to figure that, I was reading an antenna book, a guy, and I'm thinking, wait a minute, this don't make sense. But when you did the math, it made perfect sense there, over.
Yeah, like this antenna I'm on right now. Whoop, hang on, I missed my foot switch. So this is, how's the signal on my off-center fed dipole? Go ahead.
Okay, you're almost a 9 here, but whatever you were before, you were 9+. You were like a 10, swinging between a 9 and a 20 on my 5,000, over.
Yeah, so this is my 810-foot antenna. So remember I mentioned 270? Well, 270 times 3 is 810. So this is an off-center fed dipole. One side is 540 feet, which is 270 times 2, 540. They added about another 300 to 400 feet of wire on the other side. It's also grounded. So I just worked on this antenna. It has a 4-to-1 balance on it. And yeah, it's an interesting antenna. So it's about 800 plus feet long. Go ahead.
Roger. Yeah, you're back up over a 9 now. It must be the band. Yeah, it was dropping up and down, but yeah, you're 9+ again. But before, whatever you switched, whatever antenna before, man, you were really coming in here, or it's the conditions now, you know what I mean? But yeah, hey, as long as I can hear you, that's the bottom line here, over.
Yeah, so it's a combination of a couple of things, Tony. I know people, it seems hard to believe that just changing antennas can make such a difference. So this is the off-center fed dipole. Let me switch back to the other one. Hang on. So this is the doublet. So it does make a big difference from one antenna to the other. This is WJ1W.
Hey, Roger, W3APA. Yeah, your signal, you're between a 9 and a 20 now, no problem at all, and your audio picked up too.
So that's just by changing the antenna. So this is a doublet with ladder line and a 4-to-1 balance. I've got a couple of these up in the air. So after testing out all my antennas, let me show you this one here. Hang on. I have 3 different G5RVs out in the yard. I got the G5RV Junior, the G5RV Standard, and the G5RV Senior. So the Junior's half size, the Standard's regular size, and the Senior's double size. So now I'm on the G5RV Junior. So of all the 3 G5RVs, the only one that really works on 40 is the Junior. Go figure. Go ahead.
Hey, Roger. Yeah, your signal dropped again. That doublet is where you're giving me the strongest signal. I mean, you're still a 9, 5'9", no problem at all. But when you get on that doublet, you're going between a 9 and a 20 there, or?
Yeah, so this is the G5RV Junior, which is a pretty good antenna. Let me switch to the standard. Hang on. Yeah, now I'm on the G5RV Standard, which is probably worse than the other one. Go ahead.
No, actually, it's better. It's better than the last one you were just on.
Yeah, so this is your standard size. Everybody has a G5RV, so you have to have this as kind of a baseline. And from what I have, I mean, look at this is my G5RV Standard, which everybody seems to brag about. They have a great antenna, but let me switch to the other one. And this antenna here is obviously stronger than a G5RV. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, your signal picked up. It's about I'd say between that one and that doublet, it's pretty close match there, over. Or it's band conditions, I don't know which.
You can have a vertical too, because you can't do a proper test, maybe a couple different types of verticals. So this is a vertical with 34-foot radials on it, and a Palomar 9-to-1 Unan. Well, you don't have enough devices. This is a Palomar 9-to-1 Unan. It has tapped to 9-to-1, and it works pretty well. This is my vertical. Go ahead.
Hey, Roger. Okay, well, the signal's down on that one now. I mean, it's right there at a 9, but the other ones were 9 plus. Over.
Yeah, so it makes a big difference. So imagine if I only have the vertical, I can only talk to like half the people I could normally talk with. So let me switch back over. And there, I'm back to the doublet. Now this doublet's unusual. It has 3 wires on each side, and so 70 feet on each side times 3 is 210 feet of wire on each side times 2. So it's got like 420 feet of wire if you were to stretch it out. But so the bladder line goes up to the center insulator. It's got 3 conductor wire on it. All 3 conductors are like chocolate brown, kind of like the old-fashioned rotator cable from Radio Shack. It's got three conductors in it, kind of like a flat ribbon cable. So when the ladder line comes up, it connects to the bottom wire only, and the bottom wire goes all the way down to the end insulator and connects there to the middle wire. The middle wire comes all the way back down to the center insulator and connects to the top wire, and the top wire goes all the way back down to the end of the insulator. So basically it's like one long wire when you think about it, and it's the same on both sides. So that's how this doublet's set up. Go ahead.
All right, copy that. Well, it's working, I'll tell you that. You know, you got an antenna farm over there for sure. You must have a lot of property to be able to do all that, or?
Well, yeah, I got some super tall trees, and I moved here specifically for ham radio. I'm on top of a hill, a stony hill, and I saw these 100-foot trees, 90-foot trees, and I go, whoop, that's a good house for me. It's a little smaller than I wanted, but has a beautiful yard, and a great place for antennas, so it's like, all right, I'll hang out here. I work from home, so it doesn't really matter. I'm single currently, so no big deal. It's kind of do what I feel like and stay up when I want. You know, it's not... It's good and bad, but at this particular point in my life, I'm single, live alone, and you know, take advantage of it. Go ahead.
Yeah. If I was there where you're at, I'd probably all this stuff would be downstairs somewhere, not up here. Over.
Yeah, a lot of times, you know, ham Radio Shack is better on ground level. It's actually pretty good in the basement, actually, but sometimes the basement's too damp for a lot of ham Radio Shacks. But yeah, first floor is usually the best place for a ham shack. So if you move out to that shed outside, that would be a good Radio Shack.
Oh yeah, that's all 8 inches of concrete built on. You know, it's 14 by 14, and yeah, that's the plan. That's what that's there for. And that's where I have, like, for all these radios, the original boxes are all up in the loft for the amps and for everything, you know. And a few other things are stored up there, but then I extended it. You know, I had the Mormons or Quakers or whoever they were out of Ohio, because I thought, yeah, I could build it, but do I really want to? And I thought, and then I went and priced it, and man, 2 guys come up and they put it together, and then I had to get a variance and have inspectors come down, and you know, all that rigmarole you got to go through, jump through hoops, you know. But it's done now, and it's saved me all the hassle of building it myself there.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta get help, especially as we get older in life. We have to get it if we can afford it, because as you know, labor is very expensive right now. And yeah, it sounds good, but you know, like I said, yeah, it's kind of fun here. I don't mind it. I work from home, and I have this my little home studio here. I'm big on music and stuff, so that's my ham Radio Shack. And occasionally, I'm not a big avid operator, obviously, because I work all day long. But you know what? I designed it kind of like a little retirement home, because it's all one floor and no staircases going upstairs or anything. So I figured it should be easy. Smaller house, take care of. It's a little less expensive to heat and things like that, so it works out pretty well. But you know, but working from home can be a challenge. After being 4 years, it gets a little tedious. But luckily I like my job. So, anyway, it was a pleasure talking to you, Tony. We've been chatting here for quite a while here. It's like 9 o'clock already. I'm gonna get a quick glass of water and come right back. But yeah, very good. We'll have to check it again when you get the hex beam up. Let's see how that works. So these antennas that I'm swapping around, by the way, I'm on the edge of a state forest. And my big long antennas all go out to the state forest. I really don't know who owns that, but it doesn't really matter because you really can't see the wires anyways. And the other one's just hanging between all my trees. And I have just a lot of very tall trees. And some of my trees are so tall, we use a drone setup to get the ropes over the trees. That was pretty cool. That was a couple of years ago. The other ropes I put up with my air blaster pneumatic device with a fishing reel on it. So if you look at the antennas very high up in the air with my trees, so that works out pretty well. So, you know, you just kind of do what you got to do. You know, this year I'm not doing too much. I haven't done very little on the antenna work. So, I guess, you know, it goes in waves. So for now, 7-3s, have a good day. And thanks for the nice conversation, Tony. W3APA, WJ1W.
Hey, Roger. Yeah, hey, it was a very informative QSO here. Thank you for that. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna, Steve, I'm gonna check out, you know, all the other emails you sent me and check out the, you know, software and all that. Because I got nothing but time here as far as, you know, I don't have to worry about going to work anymore. I love it. I love it. Believe me. Wait till you retire, you'll see what I'm saying. Anyway, Steve, okay, I enjoyed it. We'll catch you around the band, I guess. I take it you hang out. See, I never pay attention, like you mentioned. All the extras come down here and blah, blah, blah. Because I talk to other people and I tell them, oh yeah, I'm down on 140 or 150 and I can't go down there. I said, what do you mean you can't? Because I never think about it because I could go anywhere, you know, and I'm thinking, oh, you're just a general, okay. So then I got to move up there, if you know what I mean. But when you switch from your wire to your vertical, do you notice on the vertical you get more noise before you leave over?
Oh yeah, so that's a good point. Let me see. So right now I am on the doublet, 140-foot doublet there. Hang on, let me switch to the vertical. Alright, so this is, I have three verticals, believe it or not. I have a Cushcraft RA 6 through 40 meter vertical, but I use that for my FT8 station. It's not hooked up to this setup right now. Believe it or not, I have a separate amplifier and a separate station and a separate antenna. They all run on the Cushcraft R8000 vertical because it's a 6 through 40 meters. You know what? That's most of all of the FT8 stuff. You get 40, 30, 20 on it. 20 is tuned so well that, you know, I can run no tuner, no nothing. So it's all tuned down to that band. So I'm on the vertical right now. You know, sometimes it's more noisy, sometimes it's not. But, you know, I don't think verticals are all as good as people think they are. I think the best thing is a good doublet with ladder line seems to be. I mean, I've tested all kinds of antennas tonight, G5RVs, NFED half waves. This is my cage vertical. Now let me switch to my NFED vertical. Hang on. So now I'm on the NFED vertical, so this is a different variation of the vertical, but there's no radio. Basically, you know, it's a 0.9 to 1 transformer with a vertical piece of wire. So this is probably, is this vertical lower or stronger than the cage vertical? I don't know, but they do pick up more static. Go ahead.
Yeah, your signal is up on this vertical versus the other one. But yeah, I notice when I'm on my vertical, it seems like I get a lot more. I don't know if it's, you know, where it's coming from. I guess it picks up noise from all directions versus my wire. You know, one's vertical, one's horizontal. So I guess that makes a world of difference noise-wise. So.
Yeah, so this 49 to 1 transformer, Tony, is mounted to an 8-foot ground rod, which is pounded 7 feet into the ground. I found a perfect spot built in front of a tree that the ground rod went all the way in, all 7 feet of it. So I have the 49 to 1 transformer mounted to the top foot of that ground rod. It sticks out of the ground about a foot. I pounded 7 feet in, about a foot sticking out. And I got a couple of ground radios right there. So I have the ground connection from the transformer by my antennas connected to the ground rod, and then right there at that same connection I got a couple of radials. And I got one for 40, one for 80, and one for 20. I've got 3 radials on it. Does it help? I don't know, but psychologically it seems to help. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's working. I don't know what helps, what better, but your signal, you're booming in here. Yeah, I got a 7-foot on my wire going down ponded in the ground, and then from there I got it hooked up to my chain link fence, which goes around my property all the way around. So I don't know if that helps any or not, but it's all connected. That's my ground system here. Over.
They say you're supposed to put a grounding strap between the steel posting of the chain link fence and the actual fence sections all the way down, like one for each panel. You're supposed to put a little grounding strap between the pipe and the actual chain link. Go ahead.
Copy that. No, I just got a wire running. I dug so when the tractor when I cut the grass, don't grab it. It's buried and it runs over to the post on a chain link fence, and it's all I'm assuming it's using that too. Someone told me to make a beverage antenna and run it all along my property, and that would probably work pretty good as far as receive goes there, over. But I haven't done that. I'm not too keen on doing that there, over.
Oh, there's all kinds of cool things you can do. I kind of like when I first moved in, each weekend I put a different antenna up, so it was kind of fun. One weekend I put up a G5 RV, next weekend a separate G5 RV. The problem now is the price of coax is so damn expensive, so my newer antennas have ladder line on it. Because the coax, you get a 125-foot piece of good coax now, it's a lot of money. Go ahead.
Yeah, that stuff ain't cheap. I got mine from DX, and it wasn't that bad, but everything keeps going up. Like these AO80Bs now are almost, with tax and everything, are almost $3,000. And when I got them, they were like around $1,000, $1,300. And now, man, and you didn't have to pay tax back then, but you do now, over.
Yeah, I got someone tuning up here, so completely wiped you out that time. Yeah, Roger, my ACOM amp, I think I paid somewhere around $18.99 or $19.99, somewhere in that range. I know it was just under or just around $2,000. And then I look on their website now, and it's $27.99 for the same amp. Go ahead.
Hey, Roger. Yeah, that's pretty ignorant. Who's ever? I don't think they're tuning up. I think that's a carrier is what's happening there. We must be interfering with somebody. You know what I mean? Over.
Yeah, it sounds like a tune-up to me. Sometimes people don't realize when they tune up that people can actually hear them.
Yeah, isn't that amazing?
Well, my neighbor is notoriously bad for tuning up right over a frequency when people are talking. And then he always apologizes for it. I said, just don't do it. He goes, well, how else are you going to do it? So I had to show him different ways how to tune up without destroying the people talking on the frequency.
Yeah, well, a dummy load would be nice, but what are you going to do? Anyway, Steve, okay, I'll let you go. I'm getting thirsty myself. I'm going to get a fresh cup of hot tea. And, hey, it's been a pleasure and very informative. And I hope to catch you across the band again. I don't know if you hang out down here or what, over?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to mention that, too. 7163. Write that down. There's a very good group of Canadians come in the mornings and sometimes in the evening. So 7163 is the frequency. And from there down, that seems to be a good group. And they're very ICOM friendly if you have ICOM. Some of the guys out here are non. But anyways, like there's a big large group from Ontario that come in. You'll have a lot of fun with them. Vito, Caesar. Caesar's incredible. DE2DIG. He has the top ACOM. He has the top ICOM, the top Kenwood, the top Anon, the top whatever. He's got 3 or 4 of the top amplifiers made in the universe, and so he's got like this big, huge control panel with the best of every radio in it, and he switches back and forth. And one of his favorite radios is the 7300. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm looking for a pen to write with. I can't find one laying around here. 7163, officer, remember that. You say what time you talking about, over?
Well, they come all through the day, but they start out early in the morning. If you're an early guy, they have a group in the early morning. Sometimes they come in, again, 40 meters is very bad lately, so it only really works early in the morning, and as soon as the sun goes down, they kind of come in around lunchtime. But, just check in periodically. You'll hear them come on. It's not always 71.